Hello everyone, it's your host Jet Black, and welcome back to the nickabenson channel. If you're new, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're trying to hit over 470 subscribers, which is something we cannot do without your help. If you're already subscribed, make sure to share this video with your friends so they can also join the nickabenson nation. Yo, if you are into gaming discussion videos or college lifestyle vlogs, make sure to check us out. And if you have friends who are also into such things, definitely make sure to recommend us to a friend. And if you like this video or any of the other things that you see, make sure to like this video and check out those other videos. You know, we all need some love. So without further ado, let's jump right into some discussion about Ember Moon and other updates when it comes to WWE and NXT. Yo, so we've had Ember Moon and Asuka. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to fully pronounce her name, so please excuse that. Asuka. There we go, got him. Yeah, so Asuka and Ember Moon had their whole tizzy recently. And I just watched these videos on WWE's official YouTube channel, so it's all like really fresh in my mind. Ah, man. Okay, so I'm not the biggest wrestling person. I'll start off with that as a disclaimer. I'm not the kind of guy who's like, let's settle down for SmackDown, you know, let's jump into Raw. I normally follow women's wrestling somewhat and loosely, and I don't watch directly on WWE Network. So I normally watch it on like YouTube kind of thing. I normally only watch fights, but as of recent, I've been really into like the hype discussions where like they'll talk to a wrestler on the side and you get to hear what the wrestler says. And I've been getting really into this kind of thing where it's like the wrestlers talking to the audience and we get to hear their opinion. And I've actually been paying more attention to like just the stuff to get you hyped for the fight than I have been the actual fights recently. So I wanted to do a video about this video, which is clearly a hype video. I mean, look at the title. Ember Moon says, Asuka is afraid of the truth. It's hype. So I just wanted to start off with this image, which is Asuka's crazy as fuck face. Like, I haven't been watching for a while, but I remember when Asuka like became the NXT champion. And I remember her as being like, rah, like she's got like this crazy thing about her. She loves to like whirl around and she has that I'll kill you smile. Like that's what makes Asuka one of my favorites when it comes to women wrestling. But when you watch Asuka in this video where she's talking to the audience, she's wearing this business suit, and the way that she like flows her sentences doesn't really go well with how the audience like gets hype. So the audience wants to hype up something she's saying, but like she kind of, the way her sentence flow goes, it like overextends. You'll notice a lot of these wrestlers when they're like talking, they'll try and like have these solid pauses in between what they say, and the audience will like get loud in between the pauses. But because Asuka doesn't really do the pause thing, it doesn't work as well. But I still think she did a great job. After watching this video multiple times, and yes, I am that hype to where I watched this video multiple times. It's only like 2.5 minutes. I actually really like what she did. She has like this, I'm a boss, I got the business suit, I'm a professional kind of look to her. And it's like in contrast, and very high contrast, to Ember Moon, who's like, I'm trying to get up there kind of thing. And Asuka saying that like you're biting off too much, that you like you're biting off more than you can chew. I've already beaten you before, and you're not going to be able to come up to my level. So I love that even though she has this very straight face like approach throughout most of it, and I mean she's smiling, but she doesn't like go crazy face for a lot of it, that like the crazy still comes out. You still get like these images of Asuka just being like what you want now kind of thing. And Ember Moon at this point in time isn't even like on the stage. Speaking of Ember Moon, dang. Okay, so I didn't think they would introduce someone that I liked more than Asuka, because I like the fact that Asuka is crazy as fuck. But Ember Moon kicks it up so many notches, for one. Okay. Now, a lot of people are going to talk about like how attractive the female wrestlers are. It's one of those unavoidable topics. So let's get that out of the way right now. I'm actually really into like Asian girls, so I already found Asuka attractive. And I'll be honest once again, my like taste in women are like kind of weird, but Ember Moon is so far off the scale from Asuka to where like you would have thought that if you like really thought Asuka was attractive, you may not find Ember Moon attractive. Ember Moon is banging, in my opinion. This isn't an image of Ember Moon where it's like you look at her necessarily and you get hit with the banging, but dude, solid. But aside from that, let's talk about this image. Love the ferocity. Like if Ahsoka, Asuka, there we go. If Asuka has that smile that says like, I've killed someone before. Ember Moon's grimace when she like bares teeth shows that I'm ready to kill someone again. You know, like she has that, Ember Moon has that ferocity in her face. This is just her talking, by the way. This isn't like an image of Ember Moon like baring her teeth on purpose. This is just when you see her teeth like in mid-sentence. This is like her full ferocity. The contacts definitely help. Love the streak through the hair. Like her gimmick, like this like overall like Hot Topic-esque kind of setup. Like not to undercut it. I really like it. I really like her like overall design and like the aesthetic that she's trying to give off. And I haven't even seen Ember Moon in the ring before. I've never seen her fight. I think that's what gets me so hyped is the fact that like I've seen Asuka. I know what Asuka is capable of. I know that like in my opinion, Asuka is a solid female wrestler. But Ember Moon off of appearance alone and the type of things that she says in these interviews has me so hyped to actually see her in the ring. And I'm not sure if I want to watch old Ember Moon fights or if I want to wait for her to face Asuka and, and let all of the hype build on just like talking and shit to get me there. Because the hype is real, dude. The hype is so real. So she also, and I don't have an image of this, she has this like thing on her back that says the myth rises. And I love that like it's this heavily inflated, like she is so high that she is like beyond, she's a myth. She's a legend kind of like setup that she's got going on. Like that's actually a really solid vibe for creating her character. But look at this contrast between like her millennial Hot Topic-y kind of look and Ahsoka's like full business suit. Like Asuka always is gonna have like the crazy hair. It's a part of who Asuka is, you know. But they're still creating this like setup where it's like Asuka has like the seat of power, where Ember Moon is like trying to rise up to that seat. And this image really makes it seem like that is the case, that Asuka is on this higher level and that Ember Moon is below her. But as we'll see, it goes from this agreement, this like handshake between the two, to Asuka being like, nah, bitch. It's like it's a high flip. It's a high like script flip where for a moment it seemed like Ember Moon was going to be like, all right, you know, if we're going to do things professionally and we're going to like try and be on that level that like I can like be a professional too. She puts like the hand out for the olive branch so that they can like shake hands. And Asuka's like, bitch, you thought, hashtag bitch, you thought, you know, like she straight up just denies her. And the following is absolutely stunning. Now, I've watched some wrestling before, some WWE, where I've looked at some hits and been like, damn, that was like nothing. You know, like I've looked at hits and it's like, it doesn't really seem like there was a real impact kind of thing. But what we're about to see, I had to watch this shit frame by frame. This is Asuka right afterwards. She's like eating it up with the audience. You can see that Ember Moon is upset and people were actually yelling at Ember Moon for her to like crush Asuka's hand with the handshake. So when Asuka did the fake out, she like flipped the script. There was a moment where Ember Moon could have taken control of the situation, and Asuka was like, that moment never even existed. But it goes even further with the like disrespect from Asuka. Bam! She goes in to what to the common viewer would appear to be a slap in the face, right? But if you go frame by frame, it actually is a claw to the face, like individual outspread fingers, nail to face, that then, after it claws in a little bit, flattens into a hand and does a full slap. And Ember Moon doesn't just stand in place. She gets whipped by the hit, and like you see her footing change. She gets whipped, and you can also tell that Asuka like rotated into this slap. She goes from this position with her hand all the way up here to like here. You see her body rotate into the claw. Her body is still rotating as the claw hits across her face. Still rotating as it turns into a slap across the side. You know, like there was force behind this claw. Then you start seeing the stagger, right? Really, you see the stagger in Ember Moon. Let's see. Actually, let's look at Ember Moon's stance real quick. She was like casually posed. Okay, looking at her legs now. Yeah, her side like twist in a little bit at like receiving the force of the slap. It twists in a little bit more. It's still twisting. And my girl straight wigs out. And I mean, Ahsoka turns all the way around, essentially. Because keep in mind, she started facing the camera on this side of the rope. She rotates into the slap so hard that she's facing the audience at the other side by the time Ember Moon is whipped all the way around. I'm sorry. It does not get better than this. It's just one of those things, dude. It's just one of those things. That hyped the shit out of me. So much was done well with this video to set the tone for their fight, and it's a fight for the women's championship for NXT. Super hyped for WWE. But there's a little bit more that I'd like to talk about. There were a couple other NXT videos that came out. Computer messed up. do 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 do. Ooh, hello, everyone. Sorry about that. My computer has brownouts occasionally. But jumping back into everything, share the internal display, get the images back up. There we go. So yeah, sorry about that interruption in the stream. Yeah, my Chromebook browns out sometimes. But let's talk about a few other things that happened. Again, the Ember Moon thing I thought was the most hype that it hit. So let's go from most hype to just like, to be honest. I watched the Sonya Devine thing. No, sorry, Sonya Deville. She has a very I'm gonna be a villain thing about her. But other than her essentially telling her interviewer to shove some shit up her ass, she talks about the importance of hard work, how not to believe in luck, and how like the main way to achieve your goals is by like pushing forward with all you can. But she does it in like the douchiest way that she possibly could. So she's gonna either be like a major villain, but that would require her to be likable. So no. So as KD the World said in the comment section, Sonya equals jobber. I know you guys can't see that too well, but I mean, the comment speaks for itself. Sonya is a fucking jobber. I don't see her getting that far. She had a short interview where she just acted like a dick. She's not gonna do. I don't think Sonya is gonna go to the far. If we're gonna talk about like the WWE economy, who are we gonna put stock into when it comes to like making it farther in NXT? Sonya Deville does not make the stock. Sonya Deville stock rapidly falling. Jobber as fuck. Don't trust Sonya. Sonya is not gonna make it. And when it comes to Kyle O'Reilly, man, let's talk about Kyle O'Reilly NXT. So they start the interview, and she says, "How do you feel about losing your like starting match in NXT?" Like Kyle's like just entered NXT. He's already lost his first match. And Kyle gives a speech that's like, well, everyone in NXT is just so nice, but when they turn around, they got to take a double take. You know why? Because Kyle O'Reilly is stepping up the game. Like he has like this like hard way that he likes to speak. Like he doesn't say his like speech just casually, and he doesn't have like that Ember Moon aggression that is like behind her, where like she has this determination. He doesn't have Asuka's like stretched way of speaking, where she kind of like stretches her words out, and he sure as fuck doesn't have Sonya's I'm just gonna be an asshole style of talking. The way Kyle talks is just like, I am a legend. Like he's like over exaggerating what he says by like telling his words like a story. And I don't know. I think Kyle will be interesting as a showman. I could see Kyle O'Reilly I could see Kyle O'Reilly having really nice interviews. I could see him walking into the ring and like giving a solid speech where he talks with this like hard expression of his. Like he seems interesting as a talker. Do I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to get far in NXT? Maybe if he has like an interesting personality, but as a personality. I don't see him as a fighter. I don't with the way they're setting him up with his first loss, his first match in NXT is his first loss. With him already losing, but him having like this very showman-based attitude where he's like, there's so much more to me. Like, it's not like NXT is hyping Kyle. Kyle is hyping Kyle. Like that's what gets me. So I feel like Kyle, he doesn't even qualify as a jobber. You know, like Sonya is a clear jobber. You can tell she's a jobber. But Kyle O'Reilly, I think, is going to be a very entertaining part of NXT. And I do have to agree with his quote that he's going to change the way that we look at wrestling entertainment. Sports entertainment. Kyle, I think, will be like a fun character to watch. So I think he'll definitely still be around. But I don't think Kyle's going to be like a serious figure in the future where it's like, watch out for Kyle. So those are my thoughts on what's currently going on in NXT. If you like this video, and again, sorry about the brownout that happened midway through the stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, feel free to share this video with a friend. That way we can have more individuals enter the nickabenson, the nickabenson nation. I just said the nickabenson nation. Yo. So make sure you guys smash that like button. I'm trying to get this video up to at least 5 likes or so. Yo, and if you like any of the videos that are currently being shown on screen, make sure to check out the nickabenson channel and check those out as well. Now it's time for me to get started with my Dueling Book Yu-Gi-Oh! Live stream coming up next. So if you are into Yu-Gi-Oh!, make sure to stay tuned. This is your boy, Jet Black, logging out.